Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
And this is the last episode of 2022. Crazy. It's going so fast.
Show of the year.
It is the last show of the year. And tonight we're going to talk about courtesy being the rule at Disneyland, what's coming to Star Wars in 2023, what's coming to the MCU in 2023, what we think the top stories of the year were this last year.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk a little bit about DAPS and what it means, because that will be fun too.
Yeah.
And then maybe throw some answers to questions in as well.
I've been asking for
For a long time. Very long time.
How long have we been around? 7 years?
How long have you been around?
I have, well, longer than that. But my first time on Geeks Corner was my 19th birthday.
Very good.
So 7 years.
Cool. So before we go any further,
Yeah.
Christmas was this last week.
Christmas time.
What was your favorite gift you got for Christmas? And in the comments, we'd like to see what you guys got too, or whatever holiday you celebrated and you got gifts.
Okay, well, I have two.
Also, let us know if you can hear the rain in the comments. Sorry.
It's getting really loud.
It's getting loud, so it's cool. But anyway, give two.
The Baby Yoda Chia Pet, for sure, was one of them.
Can you eat the chia?
I'm sure you could. Like
I just realized that.
I put chia in my overnight oats.
So could you grow it and then put it?
I don't think you should eat the grown chia.
Okay.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Oh, okay. It just.
But you eat the seeds. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to cook Baby Yoda, though, after he's grown.
I think that's good. You should just
Yeah.
grow more.
And then we did a little Secret Santa at my store. Thought that was extra rain. I got scared.
It's a car.
And one of my baristas got me a Ted Lasso mug that says Team Lasso. And she actually wants me to make a mug that's similar to it, but with an outline of my face that says Team Katie.
Oh, that's cool.
I won't, because I feel like that's really narcissistic.
Maybe I'll do it. That'd be funny.
But that made me really happy. And she wrapped a lot of my stuff in Ted Lasso wrapping paper.
Very nice. I saw that Taryn got a vintage recipe card holder, which
That's magical.
I have one of those as well.
What are you going to put in it, Taryn?
Recipes.
No, a corn dog. It's a corn dog holder.
Oh, okay.
You can eat. What do
You can
you
eat the sprouts.
Is
There you
there
go.
a
Put it in
recipe?
salad.
is? Why would you say that to me? You come into my home and you tell me that?
We're in the studio, so I'm okay. All right.
I live here.
Oh, you live in the studio.
You haven't
Underneath
noticed?
the table every Tuesday night.
You haven't noticed that someone's chewing on the wires?
Okay.
That's not a rat. That's me.
I thought it was Tiana, but
Vintage mailbox bank.
it's right up here. We need to figure out a way to actually like showcase it on the set though. It feels very heavy.
Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me
Isn't it
wanna
beautiful?
wag my tail.
Yes. And there's mail in it.
Mail.
But we've already opened that mail. We're going to have new mail in it at some point. Right?
We should just in my ideal world, the post office worker breaks into the studio to deliver.
Oh, and just delivers it for us each week.
Deliver it
That would be
right
great.
into the mailbox.
I like that.
Because they do go above and beyond.
Yeah. I got AirPods that I love. And
Oh, cool.
They have changed my world. And I enjoy them. All because of a filming that we did. But drill some holes in the back. There we go. Just shove it through the wall. It'll be great. All right.
I think it'd be really.
You can keep telling us what you got in the comments. What do you think will be fun? This sounds like trouble.
I think
Like anytime you start with, I think it'd be fun, and you can't even get the fun out because you start laughing at yourself. It's like, this is not a good plan.
No, I started laughing because you said it sounds like trouble.
Because of the way you said, I think it'd be fun. Yeah.
I think it'd be really fun if our P.O. box in the post office,
Had that.
I just had that.
Just walk in with that and fill it up. That'd be funny.
So we have you probably know Joe, who works at the post office. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you do. Everybody knows Joe.
Everybody knows Joe.
Everybody knows Joe, who works at the post office.
And there's that lady, too.
There's the lady.
The grumpy old lady.
There's the gentleman. And there's Joe.
Yeah.
I don't
Everybody
know-
knows Joe. The other two?
Everybody knows Joe. You recognize the other two.
Yeah.
But I actually haven't seen
Because
the
I
late.
think they're the only three that work there.
I'm actually pretty positive.
At least
they're
at the
only
desk
three that
part.
works there. Well, Joe also works in the back.
Oh,
But
okay.
Joe has helped me with our P.O. box a couple times. And he's always very jolly, I guess is the word. So, I
So
feel like
if you want,
Joe would
when
make
you
it.
mail stuff to our P.O. box, on the outside of the envelope or box, write, "Hi, Joe." And we'll see if he picks up on this, because that would be
But
amazing,
I'm
wouldn't
the
it?
only person that goes to the post office. So he's going to start to be like, what are you doing, you weirdo?
No, this is great. All right, this is good. This needs to happen. All right, moving into the show, courtesy is now the rule at the Disneyland Resort. I think it was before, but now it's actually verbalized and on the Disneyland
It's
website.
in text.
It's in writing. That is correct. This follows what Walt Disney World did just a few weeks ago when they verbalized it for themselves as well. What do you think of courtesy now being the rule at the Disneyland Resort?
Dude, just be nice.
Yeah.
No one should have to tell you to be nice. Like, the world is hard enough. Quite literally, none of us asked to be here. The simplest thing we could do is just be kind to other people.
So if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all.
Or
If
keep
you
it to
want to push
yourself.
somebody, don't push them. If you want to cut in line, don't cut in line. Oh, this sounds like what I heard in elementary school, maybe even preschool or kindergarten. Play by the preschool and kindergarten rules, and you'll be fine at Disneyland.
And to go a step further, take this beyond Disneyland. Take this literally everywhere
I'm
you
just
go.
amazed that it has to be a conversation. Like it's kind of sad.
So today, right, I went to the pharmacy. My pharmacy is in a hospital because I go to Kaiser. And it's very busy. Lots of people are at urgent care to the point where they were using the pharmacy seating for urgent care seating because everybody's super sick. Pharmacy is more backed up than I've ever seen it. And obviously lots of angry people. I get up to the counter and I'm just being me because I just got off work. And I was like, oh, hey! Like, and this girl, you could tell she was immediately very confused
Just like, wait, why are you
by
being
me
nice?
being me. And then she had to go find my prescription, which has to be refrigerated, and it's this whole thing, and she couldn't find it at first. She's like, I'm so sorry it took me so long. I was like, oh my gosh, no, don't even sweat it. Like, and she, this whole time she was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's what is the old what's the old quote from Mark Twain? Be nice to people, it'll confuse some, and I'm forgetting the
But
quote
it's
exactly,
true.
but
But literally, just find kindness in your heart. Like,
and encourage other people too as well.
yeah.
All right, let's move on to 2023, huh?
Yeah.
sounds exciting to me.
That's so scary.
So in Star Wars, the world of Star Wars, most of this is, well, all of it is coming to Disney Plus. We have the following coming to Disney Plus next year. First off, The Mandalorian, Ahsoka. We have The Bad Batch,
Yeah, season 2. It's like 20 episodes or something.
Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures.
Okay.
Sounds great. And then Star Wars Visions Volume 2 and Skeleton Crew,
Oh, yeah, would you law?
which might be later. We'll see when exactly that comes out. Of these, what is that, 5, 6? Which one are you most looking forward to and
Easy.
why?
Mando, baby!
Over Ahsoka, huh?
Yes.
Okay, how come?
I love The Mandalorian.
Yep.
The Mandalorian is still my favorite piece of Star Wars canon.
Okay.
I love it. I don't want to get into this again, but Ashley Eckstein is Ahsoka Tano to me, so there's definitely this cognitive dissonance for me that she is not. So I think that's my hang up with that. I'm sure I'm going to love the show and it's going to be a ton of fun, but for what I am currently looking forward to the most, it's Mando with no question.
And what are you most looking forward to in Mando this coming season?
Grogu being a little dude.
Can I just say you need to watch more of Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm looking forward to Mando Season 3. Is I think it's connecting with Clone Wars. I think it's connecting
Rebels.
with Rebels.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a lot of things that have been in the works for years. I don't know if we'll actually get a conclusion from this, but we're going to see them all come together. And I love the picture they have of the, 4 or 5 Mandalorians, each with different color helmets. And I think there's going to be some really cool things happen, and we're going to learn a lot more about Mandalore. And I think that's going to be...
Well, I definitely need to watch Rebels because of Mandalore.
Yep.
I also 100% need to finish Clone Wars and start and finish Rebels before Ahsoka, because I wish you guys could have seen it. Mr. Naps was not in the room with me. I had to try and secondhand explain the Ahsoka trailer that I had seen. I also did this to Drew, who did our lovely, lovely Daps Magic logo. And it was just like the crazy, me being like, so then this happens and everyone cheered. And so like, imagine, right? A room full of Star Wars people all cheering. And I was just sitting there like,
I don't get it.
why are they all cheering? Because apparently it was Rebel stuff.
It was.
And I think that was my favorite part of Star Wars Celebration earlier this year, was me just being like, and then they all cheered. Well, what happened? What did they see? I don't really know. It was
Yep.
It was this thing. No, Katie, what was it? And like, I just could not explain.
I found out from somebody else.
Yeah, it was really sad, guys. I was like,
But
it looks like the inside of a ship. And you were like,
It's
a
gonna be-
ship?
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. So anyway.
Terrence says Clone Wars was best Star Wars media. So true. I love what it does for the bigger Star Wars story. And episode 3, then Clone Wars finale, very good choice.
I get really
I have not done
scared.
that, but I totally would. Andor was amazing. I totally agree with that. Did you watch that yet?
No.
You should do that. I think you'd enjoy it. And yeah,
I get really scared the more I get through Clone Wars, because I'm really scared that the finale is going to make me cry a lot.
it might.
I know.
Because you're getting more connected now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love me some Ahsoka Tano.
they do some really good story building in this and world building in those in a way that you just can't do with the movies. But should we move on to the MCU?
Sure.
All right, there's a lot coming out in the MCU this next year,
Ka-chow.
if it all arrives on time. There's already some rumors that it won't. But what we've got is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Woo.
Yeah, so exciting. What If Season 2. Then we've got Secret Invasion, which I think will be pretty cool. The Marvels, I should say. Loki, Season 2. And then Echo, which might be late. We'll see. And Ironheart.
Okay.
And Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Is that all of it? I think that's all of it. Yes, that is all of them. Out of all of these, what are you most looking forward to?
Coven of Chaos.
Really? Okay.
Easy.
Even though we don't really know what it's about.
Catherine Hahn is a genius, and I will watch her in anything. I love her. I have now watched Glass Onion twice, because I love me some Rian Johnson. The Last Jedi is a very good Star Wars movie, and if you disagree with me, fight with yourself. But Catherine Hahn is in that, and she just plays such a great, like, she plays very dynamic, like, characters that have a lot of depth to them. And so I could watch her paint a wall, because she would make it interesting. Like,
Okay.
I love her. I love what she did as Agatha. I'm very excited.
Cool. I think I'm excited about Guardians 3.
Also, like, you really had to expose me that I haven't seen Andor? You had to, like, tell people that?
I was just asking.
Yeah.
There's I mean, Bailey's right. There's a ton of content out there right now. I thought we
But then I
talked
just
about
said I watched Glass Onion
It's
twice.
like, true. I thought we talked about that already. But I'm looking forward to Guardians 3. And I think I'm looking forward to Ant-Man 2, or Ant-Man as well.
3.
But the one thing I'm a little bit worried about is I love how generally Ant-Man is more of like, this is the area of the world. Like, he's not as galactic or cosmic or whatever it is. His adventures usually are more of on a local scale. And so I'm a little bit worried how that change will work.
Well, and they said that they wanted this to stop being the palate cleanser.
Yeah.
They were like,
But that's what I love about him. Like, it's this pleasant, like, oh, that wasn't overly stressful. It wasn't over the top dramatic. It wasn't. And my concern is I don't want them to get into this whole, like, formulaic thing of like, oh, the world is going to be destroyed if you fail every time. And it kind of always is that.
also just, like, let Ant-Man be a fun little guy.
Yeah. I want to see him in Baskin Robbins, and I love what we're seeing so far. So I'm
I
hoping
want
it's
to
good.
see him battle an ice cream cake.
But I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the one that I would like to see have cosmic repercussions, and like I think that's the one that will probably make you cry.
Okay, but if there's cosmic repercussions, they can just rewind.
There you go.
Please, Mr.
With
Dax.
the help of some guests at Epcot.
Taryn, don't do it. It's a scam.
You could.
Star Wars is fun and silly for little guys like us.
And
Marvel-
there's less content.
Marvel, it's not so fun and so silly.
Marvel's a lot. All right.
Marvel starts out as like a silly, goofy mood, and then it goes away.
Kind of.
I think it's
Iron Man's not.
sad.
Iron Man's is intense. Like, I think it's serious.
Iron Man's still a little bit of a silly, goofy mood.
Comic booky, I guess. Yeah. I'll
Iron
give you
Man 2 is very silly, goofy.
that. Okay.
I've never seen Iron Man 3.
Yeah. It's a Christmas movie.
That's what everyone's saying.
Kind of.
I don't really.
It's sort of a Christmas movie. All right. So we've looked at 2023 now. Let's look at 2022 because we're going to yo-yo tonight. We should have brought a yo-yo and you could practice during the episode.
I tried to learn how to do yo-yo tricks when I was a kid.
Me too. How'd it work for you? Maybe this needs to be a video, is us trying to do yo-yo tricks.
I don't have a yo-yo in my hand. So
I bet we could get some for pretty cheap and we could do a yo-yo
I
video.
would do like the thing where you would like flip it and then you would like
Yeah.
do yeah.
Walk a dog.
This guy gets it.
Yeah.
Me too, Taryn.
2022.
Yeah.
What is the top story of the year? I don't think there's any discussion for this one, but say what you think it is.
Bobby Iges.
Yep. The return of Iger.
What if I was like, I don't even know what silly thing I would say.
Magic Man Plus.
But that was announced last year.
I know, but they arrived
They arrived.
this year.
I'm trying to think of
At
like
Disneyland, at
a
least.
silly. No, but it's obviously Bob Iger.
Okay. Bob Iger's obviously the biggest story of the year.
Obvi.
What do you think were some of the other big stories, like top 5-ish?
This is when I start panicking because I don't have a really good concept of time.
And that's okay because you're not writing these stories.
I'm sure not.
Murray writes these stories every year. There's top 5 as chosen by Murray, and I sometimes provide a little bit of feedback of like, hey, he'll like be weighing one or the other, and I'm like, well, this is what I would do, and then I let him run with whatever he chooses anyway. But new DAPS logo, definitely top story. This is the first time I think you've worn it on the show too, huh?
It is.
This is the first time it's been
Hey, baby,
worn on the
hey,
show.
baby,
And you can go to
hey.
dapsmagic.store to get your own.
This
So
is
anyway,
my
top stories.
Favorite version of the DAPS logo because it's pink.
Yes, made just for you. But it's now
It is,
available.
actually, because I requested that the pink logo be put on merchandise.
But top stories.
I don't know. I don't remember what happened this year.
So we had
To the point where I almost
the
forgot
Halcyon launched.
Bob Chapek was this year.
The Disney Wish launched
Okay.
this year.
That was this year?
Mhm.
This is
We
what
had-
I'm saying,
We had
people.
Star Wars Celebration this year. We had
We had
D23,
Expo.
the D23 Expo this year. We had Epcot's 40th anniversary this year. We had the return of Fantasmic in both parks this year. We had what else did we have this year?
That was, wait, Fantasmic was this year?
It was in the spring.
I have no concept of time.
We had the return of in-person meet and greets to the characters this year.
So that was for sure up there.
That one's one of yours up there.
Yeah.
So maybe we just go to top 3.
For sure,
And we've already got Bob Iger at the top. So what's 2 and 3 for you?
So 2.
Cosmic Rewind opened this year.
That was this year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And the Dapsies are in 2 months. We're so screwed.
We only need 2 days. What are you talking about?
This is how World War III starts. What was the thing we were just talking about? I've been up.
Cosmic Rewind?
No, the thing before that where I was like, oh, meet and greets.
Okay.
For sure. Meet and greets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of.
They had some really good trailers at D23 Expo.
I don't really care about trailers.
Like next year, I'm hoping one of our top stories is the return of, or the finale of Indiana Jones. Like that would be cool.
I was going to say.
Disney Wish is a huge story.
It's easier for me to do like my top 5 moments of the year.
Okay, go for that.
Okay. So my top 5 moments of the year was being at the opening ceremony for Star Wars Celebration, watching John Williams conduct Duel of the Fates.
I think that would count. We'll count that as Star Wars Celebration.
100.
Yep.
No.
No, I mean in the stories.
Oh, okay.
Like if we were putting it into stories, that would go there.
Watching the Muppet Christmas Carol panel.
That was fun.
Actually, you know what? Number 3 is When Love Is Gone, coming back to Disney Plus. That's my third story.
Okay.
Watching the Muppet Christmas Carol panel at D23 Expo. My first hug from a character.
Main Street Electrical Parade arrived and said goodbye again.
Oh yeah, it sure did. My first hug was from Minnie Mouse. Kitty Cat Halloween Minnie Mouse.
That's right.
A total surprise for me.
That's right.
Because I was not expecting it, and I cried a little bit. What else did I met Nina West at D23 Expo, which was incredible. Literally the nicest celebrity I have ever met in my life. She like thanked me for stopping her and like thanked me for talking to her, which was like bizarre that somebody could be that nice. And I don't know. The DAPS logo is definitely up there for me.
Cool. Those are very good. All right. We are moving right along then. I think we hit the top.
What was your top?
What are my top 5 moments?
Yeah, what are your like personal moments that you experienced this year that are the top 5?
Probably geeking out about the new Dreamers Point statue with Josh D'Amaro was up
fun.
there.
Yeah.
Maybe Epcot's 40th, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably something at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah. We had a great time at Star Wars Celebration.
Maybe the party, the D23 party. That was a lot of fun.
That was really fun. And watching the first episode of Obi-Wan at the bar at that party, which was really fun. Neither Ivy or I won that Jar Jar Binks Loungefly.
That's true. I don't know what the other 2 would be.
See, it's hard.
Well, I wasn't coming into the show thinking this way. I was thinking top stories, not top moments.
I like thinking about experiences.
That's true. Geeks Corner Plus might have been this year. I think it was. I'm gonna throw that one in.
I don't know.
And I actually think putting the DAPS Magic logo live and doing that all overnight with Drew was probably one of the top 5.
So fun.
And
I'll say Return to the College Band.
And Return to the College Band. That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thinking of fun and positive things, we've decided what DAPS stands for. And this has taken a very long time. But if you asked for the last 18 years what DAPS stands for, the answer was always Disney Annual Pass holders or Disneyland Annual Pass holders. And a lot of people would be like, oh, no, it means Dapper, right? I'm like, no, it does not mean that.
Mr. Dapper.
Yeah, not even close. That just happens to be one of those random coincidences. But we've spent some time thinking about this and looking at the future of where DAPS is going and what it can do and what it can provide and what will be the most fun. And so we've decided that DAPS stands for, are you going to say it?
Oh, am I going to say it?
Sure, why not?
Disney and positive stuff.
When I get talking too long, I feel like I need to bring you in. So it stands for Disney and positive stuff. And really that came from the idea of we cover Disney stuff, but we have Geeks Corner, we have Star Trek, we have all these different things that we cover that are sometimes kind of random.
Nobody puts DAPS in a corner.
Well, that is also true.
And we did it to ourselves.
Yes. So, and then also just the recognition that there's no longer any Disney Annual Pass holders at the Disneyland Resort. And so I have heard the joke multiple times of, oh, are you going to be Mr. MK or are you going to be Mr. Magic Key or
no, he's not.
Mr. Key Holder or there's been quite a few variations of that.
If you saw that, if you changed your name like that, you would very soon after see a public statement from my press rep.
Okay, good.
On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the platforms you'd expect about me leaving and distancing myself from the DAPS Magic brand.
Okay.
So thankfully, I don't have to do that.
So, this gives us a lot of room to cover positive things that we have fun with. It also gives us a very solid and open platform to unabashedly share our positivity with the world. That doesn't mean we won't be critical anymore. If you read my review of Strange World, that's it's got critical thinking. It hits the tops and the bottoms of both ends of that show. And there were some things that were good and some things that weren't so great. And that's okay. But what's not okay is going to be put downs, tearing people apart, all of the things that this courtesy thing that just got put on the Disneyland website would probably address. So that is our goal, is to be a positive force in the community. You can join us. We've got lots of ways that you can do this. We're always looking for more comments of positivity or thoughts or conversation on any of our posts anywhere, whether it's on the website, social media, here, all of that is good. Join us every night or every Tuesday night.
Every night.
Every Tuesday night.
We're here. It's just you guys are
where
only
you
here on
are
Tuesdays.
right now for Geeks Corner. We also have a Facebook group for Daps Magic, which we'd love if you joined as well if you haven't done that yet. We also have the Patreon that we talk about every week, which is where you can get more involved, and we're going to be looking for more ideas that we use the feedback from the Patreon as we're thinking about where we go and ideas for different initiatives and projects that we do moving forward. Like that's where we're going to ask. And then at some point there's going to be Daps Magic trips. And you can join us on those as well.
Scary.
But we hope that you're excited about this. We think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it really is just a kind of a redefinition of something that was already there, and hopefully makes it clear. What do you think? Go.
I would like to start with Clocky. We talked a lot about what does DAPS stand for. Clocky said, what does DAPS sit for?
Star Trek, Star Wars.
Warm cookies and a nice glass of
I like
wine.
West Wing. I like to sit and watch the West Wing.
I will watch Ted Lasso any day of the week.
That one too.
It's my
Anyway,
comfort show.
answer the...
No. So what originally drew me to DAPS in the first place was quality and the general positivity. Has never gotten bogged down with like negativity, anything like that. Because if you don't know my story, I have been a fan of DAPS Magic for probably
a day or two.
You're so funny. Probably since 2010, 2011. I would say like the DCA 2.
So right around the start of Geeks Corner.
Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember very specifically when DCA 2.0 opened, I was watching all of DAP's coverage of it. So, yes, I've been a fan for a very long time. So it's very nice to be on this end of things and to kind of see how we can use this for a world of good. I mean, like I said, the world has enough negativity in it. There's enough bad stuff out there. And I have always kind of made it my mission to be part of the good stuff. To make people happy, to make people smile. Like, that's kind of what I want to do every day. It's kind of why I'm in the business that I'm in. Like, I just want to make people smile and make them feel better about themselves. I'm really excited about this. And yeah, I don't know. I really like the addition of positive stuff. We were already doing it.
But now it's defined. And it's out there, and
when you put pen to paper,
it'll
real.
probably end up on the top of the website somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and it's also like, not to be like annoying and stupid, but that's also like how I associate you, is like, you are one of the most positive people I know. You are one of the kindest people. You don't get to do this. I'm being nice on the internet. Everybody take this down. Mr. Daps is one of the kindest and most positive people that I know. And you make me a better person all the time because you live by these things. So.
Cool.
Ugh. It was just nice.
So, with that in mind, we are doing our first, and we're going to make a positive difference beyond just our news and our shows and all of this stuff.
It's also creating a community where people feel included and welcomed.
And so we're really looking to you guys to help us build that community, whether it's on Facebook in the group, or on Patreon, or here, or Twitter.
I love Twitter.
Whatever it is. We're looking forward to that and building that. We're also looking forward to making a difference. Yes, we do that with Chalk every year, with the Chalk Walker Adventure, whatever it turns into, and some of our other things that we try to make a difference with. But one thing we want to make a difference for as soon as possible, and this is probably a get out the word thing, right?
Welcome to Geeks Corner Plus, by the way.
Oh, Geeks Corner Plus. We'll go to Geeks Corner Plus.
It's really funny because I have the notifications to take my medication every night at 9 p.m. And so every night when we're doing Geeks Corner, I know when we've hit Geeks Corner Plus.
There we go.
To take my meds.
I need to have like a haptic for me too.
Take your
Yes,
meds at
critical
9
stuff
p.m.
is critical thinking and not just speculation. And it's not being just critical. Like, I think you can disagree without being disagreeable. And
Which is
that's
one of my favorite you quotes.
and we just need to keep doing that and building that up. But what we also need to do is make the world a better place. And one of the ways we're hoping to do this, so everybody share this like crazy. And there is this lovely dog. His name is Bruce.
His name's Bruce.
Bruce has been living for the last year at WAGS, which is the local adoption or pet adoption thing that we love and we support that's nearby. And
Westminster Adoption Group and Shelter.
oh, okay, I didn't know that's what it
Something like
stood
that.
for. But Bruce here is a very, very energetic puppy that doesn't have a home. He has been on his own for over a year at WAGS, and he looks like
Groups and services.
because he's been there so long, he's almost becoming the unofficial
he got
mascot, I guess
he
you could
got
say.
sent Christmas cards.
Yes, and they showed them on Instagram, like them opening them for him. But Bruce needs a home, and I think if everybody went to WAG's Pet Adoption on Instagram and were to start sharing every time they post about Bruce in their stories, just all it takes, just share in your stories, somebody will find a home for Bruce. And I feel a little bit like Bob Barker right now, where he's telling
Spay
people
and
to
neuter your pets.
spay and neuter their pets. But I'm saying, let's adopt Bruce. And maybe that becomes our thing as we help pets get adopted. And there's not a bad thing for that. But you can go to Wag's Pet Adoption on Instagram, find Bruce, share his story with whoever you can find, wherever you can find, however you can find. And maybe we can find this buddy a home.
Wags is very, very special to me. That's where my ham came from.
Yeah.
Wags is really awesome. We've done some volunteer work for them because it's like really it's a local business, like truly. And sometimes their washing machines break and we help out with laundry and all those things. But it's literally a bunch of people coming together for good at Wags. They are a no-kill shelter. They make sure that no animal ever has to be put down. They have bunnies, they have cats, they have dogs, they have all types of things. And they're just very genuinely good people who care a lot.
So let's help Bruce. Go to Wag's Pet Adoption and share about Bruce, and hopefully we'll find him a home. I think what I'm reading there, Taryn, is to the theme of I'm Mr. Yeah.
Key holder. I'm Mr. Daps. That's
That's
fact
pretty good.
that they wrote that fast.
You know what would be amazing is
Noah
I
sings.
want Noah singing that while playing the piano.
But I want Claymation Noah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I want Claymation Noah to
That's
do
a
it.
great idea.
I don't want Noah proper.
But Taryn gets producer credit and writer credit.
They did everything here.
Yeah. I know, but if he's in front of the camera,
The talent always gets all the credit.
exactly. So I was making sure we covered for them. All right. Are there any questions?
Is that how I say bunny?
No, that's from Muppet Vision. Yeah. I was like, no, that's Muppet Vision. All right. If you have any questions, we have a minute or two left in the show before we go out and brave the rain tonight. And Katie's going to play with fire, apparently.
He used to do Claymate.
Even better. That's pretty
The
cool.
more we learn about Noah.
The more you know. Fascinating.
Hey, Mom, if you're watching this, I'm going to put this back in the kitchen when I get home. I promise.
That's good. We're using the eggnog latte candle tonight that you gave me for Christmas 2 weeks ago.
It smelled good.
Geekmas 2 weeks ago. Sorry.
It smelled.
It does smell good. It doesn't smell like an eggnog latte, but it does smell like eggnog.
It smells like eggnog. Again, if they had just put coffee, it smells a lot like vanilla.
Yeah, it's more of a vanilla.
New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is to be kinder to myself.
Daps is my New Year's resolution. That was the big
Okay.
thing.
I was in the middle of talking.
Go ahead. Be kinder to yourself.
Be kinder to myself. I'm the meanest person to myself that I know, and I don't deserve that. So my New Year's resolution is just to be nicer to myself.
I think that's a good call. Oh, we're going to have
Karen
to...
with the receipts.
Any podcast news? Yes. If you look at the Daps Magic Instagram on Thursday and some other places, we will have podcast news.
Thursday's in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Today's Tuesday.
Yep.
I know we're in the weird limbo between like Christmas and New Year's, so some people might not know what day it is.
Yep.
I sure don't.
Cool. All right, Katie, running out of time. What should people do? Not play with fire.
Here's a tip. Don't play with fire.
Mm-hmm.
You should go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens, subscribe to our mailing list, and keep an eye out for all the cool things that are coming.
That is correct. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We got a lot of exciting things happening there, especially in the next month with all the Disney 100 Years of Wonder things coming and the return of Magic Happens shortly after that. But that is all the time we have for you this week, so we will see you around the corner.
Bye!